Okay, hello guys, second take on this video cause I struggled too much that I had to restart. As you can see here, we have a little improvised setup. I'm currently building my gaming corner here, but it is not finished. It will be very cheap. I'm using the egg cardboard to dim the sounds, but I have a lot of work to do in order to cover the whole series of walls with those cardboards. Uh, Today, a week later, I'm sorry for that, but my winter depression starts to hit, and sadly, the antidepressants aren't hitting enough. Today I wanted to address this comment under my video from Jack50NJ, where he basically asks how is the current situation in terms of playing Elden Ring on Boosteroid in winter of 2024. Well, I have many additional information that I have to provide you before we actually start. Like testing the performance of Boosteroid. The first thing is that you can see this video is in much lower quality than you are used to when watching my Elden Ring videos, and that is because usually I start by capturing the gaming footage of a Boosteroid game such as Elden Ring, and then I put it into the Topaz video AI, which I purchased into this software, and it basically upscales it. It makes the FPS more stable. It makes the picture much smoother. And it has intelligent upscaling, which means it not only upscales it like taking each pixel and drawing four pixels, and not even the usual. If you click here, for example, in OBS, there have you no, there is not preview scaling like this with my webcam, and then I go to scale filtering. These are filterings which have stated mathematical algorithm, which is good for some uses, but the Topaz Labs software uses AI that was pre-trained on upscaling images, and thus the outputting video, which you can watch on YouTube, looks much better. Okay, let me just hop around for a few times in order not for this Boosteroid gaming session to expire. The next thing that I have to talk about before we actually start comparing, not comparing, before we actually start testing the performance of Boosteroid. Well, this is not a full-fledged review. I am just answering the comment using a video, and I won't be comparing different setups. I won't be comparing different ways of playing Boosteroid. I will just state how my experience right now in winter 2024 is when it comes to playing Boosteroid on my MacBook M2 Pro. 16 gigs of RAM, if that matters for some some reason. That's the basics. Then the additional information. If I go to system settings, you can see if you go to display on MacBook, then click Advanced, and you tell the settings menu to show resolutions as a list. And then after you've done that, you click this slider to show all resolutions. You see this limited list of all the resolutions that your MacBook is willing to display on the built-in display. I don't know how that compares to external displays, but I can imagine it will be limited in some way as well. And the problem is, I will just hop for a few times. The problem is that MacBook display scaling sadly does not work the same as Windows display scaling. See, Windows is programmed that the resolution you select is the resolution that the display actually will use. Or if you have plugged in a better resolution display, it will act like if the resolution is just lower, and it will display the pixels bigger. And then it is of course up to your monitor to select whether to select how it handles basically lower resolution signal, if it like stretches it and destroys the aspect ratio, or if it respects the aspect ratio and then makes like you can see in the background at my Parallels desktop, it inserts those black lines to where there are no picture elements to display and so on. But sadly, MacBook handles it differently. It always uses the highest resolution, the 3456 by 2234, and it then uses some sort of algorithm to downscale it to any lower resolution that you have selected, which not only makes it slower to use lower resolution than the highest one, it also makes you sort of unable to run full screen applications, as far as I know, in lower resolution. So Boosteroid can be played in various ways. Basically there are two branches. The first one is using the proprietary application that the Boosteroid team developed, and the second one is to use your browser, such as Safari or Google Chrome and so. For me, in just my experience, yours can be very different. In my experience, using Safari or LibreWolf or Chromium, basic Chromium, not Google Chrome, but basic Chromium, Boosteroid right now in the winter of 2024 does not work. For some reason, although I am still using my iPhone with the same data capable SIM card, although I tried the same browser as before when recording my videos. For the videos I used the pure Chromium browser. it does not work. It says there was a connection error or something, try again later. So the only option is to use Boosteroid application. You can use Boosteroid application on your Mac, or you can emulate Windows and use your Boosteroid application on emulated operating system. The thing is, if I will use, I don't know if I have still it installed. Yes, I have. If I will use the Boosteroid application, which is dedicated for macOS, I have no means, as far as I know, of lowering the resolution. It will always be, oh god, I have to escape my mouse from this game. It will always be in this huge 4K resolution, 3456 by 2234. It's such a huge resolution that my internet connection is not strong enough to display it properly, and thus I have like 5 FPS. It features a lot of stuttering. Well, the second option, at least as far as I know, is emulating an operating system in a virtual machine that runs in a window. So I have Atlas OS, which is a modification of Windows 11 to be more precise. And I have it in a window, which makes it, I don't know if I can, yes I can, thankfully, which I'm using Parallels, but you can use whatever, I guess, which makes me able to choose the display resolution. So right now I have it set to 1312 by 768. And as I told you earlier, Windows takes the resolution as it is in the settings. I don't know about the scaling, then you would have to correct me, but I have set it to 100%, which basically means no scaling. And in Windows I'm running this Boosteroid application. So I hope that oh, I forgot to release my mouse. I hope that, yes, you can see it is a bit wobbly, but it's the best I can do. You can see my hand next to my webcam, and you can see in the same time unscaled, unprocessed raw video from OBS as is. I will be uploading it in 48 FPS in the downscale to this resolution, and hopefully you can compare roughly how long it takes to move the character after I press a button. The story does not end here. Right now, which is something I have struggled with during the first take of this video, I cannot use in Parallels the escape key to input it as a hold of the escape key. I can only press it once or twice separately, but cannot hold it. So by using the Control F2, we can access the overlay settings of the current Boosteroid session. Sorry for that. Where you can flip various things, like if you want to preserve the aspect ratio of your game, if you want to clip the cursor, if you want to stream in 60 or 120 FPS, Actually, one useful thing I can toggle now is I can toggle this this little information window, which will tell us what is the current bitrate, the current latency, the streamed and decoded FPS. The most important slider of them all is the slider for bitrate. If and again, this is just my personal opinion, that is only applicable to my setup and only applicable. I'm sorry. Co je? No a co s ním? Ty vole, já tady mám něco... God, my brother. Where was I? Yeah, okay. If you have the bitrate option turned off, it will decide what the bitrate should be. You can see in the top left corner it is currently 3 megabytes per second. Okay, I believe it is somewhat stuck. No, this is not the genuine behavior. Let me simulate the genuine behavior. The genuine behavior is, at least in my experience, that if you have the bitrate slider turned off, it behaves like this, like unlimited bitrate, which is great for it is great in terms of visual quality. It looks great, almost as if I was playing it on my actual machine. Where it lags off or where it stays behind, it's the latency of the between my key presses and how long it's take for the character to actually react to it, and sudden stuttering. You might have seen it. Before. I will try to somehow provoke it. For example, get into fight, and with this mannequin. Sorry for my gaming skills that have not improved much since I have not played it for a long time. Well, that's unfortunate. That's not the greatest the greatest thing to happen in order to test how Boosteroid performs. Yeah, however, the point was there is some stuttering. So the only option, at least for me, is to always have the bitrate turned using the slider to the lowest value, to the 3 megabits per second, which makes it so that it reacts very quickly to your key presses. I don't know if you can tell from the video, but at least for me it feels like it reacts much quicker. The downside, of course, is the lowered bitrate, which means the image quality, especially at higher resolutions. Just take into account that I'm basically playing on HD right now, not even full HD, just regular HD 720p, and it, yeah, and although the resolution is so low, it introduces a lot of blurriness and like places of the screen where you cannot tell properly what it is. I wonder where it will be best to demonstrate this, usually in the dark areas, because shades of gray tend to be compressed to large blocks of single colored pixels, thus making the colors behind in the fog very, like, you can see that yeah, I'm pointing at my screen. You can see here that there are just big blocks of one color. That is how the compression of JPEGs works, and I am practically certain that Boosteroid streams using JPEGs as the P frames, or how are they called? Yeah, so to summarize it, in my personal experience, the only way to record gameplay from something as hardcore as Elden Ring is was to play at low resolution using the lowest bitrate, and after the video was shot, then upscaling it using generative AI to basically imagine what the details of the image are supposed to be, and then displaying it. Okay, thank you for watching this review. I have someone waiting for me that I have to help in a short while, so have a great day.